Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to create a Coca-Cola can or a bottle, whatever you call it, in Blender. So let's get started. I'll just enable my screencast keys so that whatever key I press should be visible to you on the left hand side bottom corner. So first we just delete our cube by pressing X, delete, click on add mesh cylinder, then press GZ1 or GZ1, whatever you call it, then SZ 1.3. then let's go to edit mode. Let's add a loop cut at the center, command B or control B to bevel it like this, somewhat like this. Then go to face mode, then I'll just select this particular thing, then select the top and bottom face. So I'll just select this face and I'll select this face as well, and then just do S shift Z to scale it inwards. Okay, something like this. Then let's select the bottom face, then E right click on your mouse, S shift Z just a tiny bit outside, something like this. I'll just zoom in. Then E to extrude it down, so extrude it down something like this. I to insert, just insert it like this. Then E to extrude up so that it goes inside, then I to insert again, so something like this. Then let's select the top face. So again I'll just come over here, I'll select top face, then E right click, S shift Z just a tiny bit on the outside, something like this. Then E to extrude it down, sorry, not down but up. Then I to insert, then do it one more time, then do it one more time, but this time a little bit bigger. Then select the Z axis. Okay, then shift H to hide everything, SX scale it inwards, then select the vertex, select the bottom part only, so I'll just select this bottom part. Then SY, so some move it like this, then GY to move it like this. Then Option H or Alt H if you are on Windows. So I'm on macOS, so I will press Option H to unhide everything. Select face mode, then select the X-shaped face which we have created, then S shift Z to scale it down a little bit, something like this. I'll just do just a tiny bit. Okay, then I'll do GY to move it like this, then E to extrude it down, so E, move it down, then I to insert 3 times, so I'll just insert it 1, 2, and the third time can be a bit bigger. Then again shift H to hide everything, then go to vertex mode again, then select the top starting vertex, so just select this one. Then enable proportional editing, then just do GY, and I can just with the help of my mouse drag it in, and I can do something like this. Something like this looks fine. Then again Option H or Alt H to unhide everything, then go to face mode, select the smiley face, I guess. then just I'll just go it like this, E to extrude it up a tiny bit, then I to insert twice, so just insert it little bit, then I'll just insert it. So here you can see we were seeing some Z fighting, so I don't want that, so I just insert it a tiny bit. Then just add a subdivision surface over here with the help of modifiers, then add 2 loop cuts at the bottom. So just come over here, just do it like this, and I'll just do it like this. And same for top, I'll move it like this, I'll move it like this. Okay, then we just add a loop cut over here as well. I'll command B to bevel it. Okay, and we can maybe, let's see, yeah, we can do the same for top as well. Command B. Why is okay, so just do a tiny bit command B like this. Okay, then we can just go to object mode, right click, shade smooth. Let's go to edit mode again, select the, I'll just select this one so that we can get rid of our loop cut. I'll just go to face mode, I'll select our bottom face, and sorry, not this one but this one. Okay, I'm not able to select it, I'll just select it manually. I mean, you guys might be knowing some better way, but this is the only way I know. Okay, I'll just select this. This. Okay, so I've selected this. Then you can just press command plus or control plus to select more or less. Then you can just disable proportional editing and just S to scale it tiny. Okay, S to scale it tiny bit outside. Then select the smiley face, let's select this one. Then again command plus to select more or less these faces. Shift D to duplicate. Select this move tool, move it up. P selection, go to object mode, select this duplicate face, go to edit mode. Then we just again select this one and then press command plus to select everything. Don't press A because we want to dissolve the faces, and by pressing A you won't be able to dissolve the faces. So just press X, dissolve faces. Okay, then I to insert something like this, XF to delete the face. Then let's just select the middle face. Sorry, I'll just come over here, select the middle face over here, I'll select the middle face over here, press F to join them together, then A to select all, then XX inwards, then RZ 180, then extrude it up, E to extrude it up, just extrude it up a little bit. Okay, then we will just add loop cuts on all sides. So I'll just go to loop cut, I'll add it over here, I'll add it over here, and I'll add it in the middle as well and move it down. Okay, then we'll just select this one, we select our move tool, and I'll just move. Okay, I'll just do command D, press A to select everything, and I'll move it down like this, and we can just move it over here, something like this. Okay, then let's right click. So I'll just go to object mode, right click, set origin to geometry, add mesh cylinder. I'll just zoom out a little, and firstly I'll move it up. Okay, I'll scale it then I'll go to edit mode. Then I'll just go to face mode, select the top face and I to insert, then E to extrude it up. Then let's go to edge mode, and okay, I'll just move it to the side. I'll just select this edge and this edge as well. This top edge is already selected. Then let's just do command B to bevel it, something like this. Then let's come to modifiers, add a subdivision surface. Okay, go to face mode. You have to now select the bottom face, so I'm not able to select it. I'll just go to object mode a little bit. I'll just move this even more up. Okay, then I'll go to edit mode. Hopefully still not able to select it. Okay, so I am able to select the bottom face. Then just press I for insert once, I to insert it one more time. Okay, then let's move it in position. So I'll just zoom in a little, press A to select everything, bring it down like this. Again, I don't have a mouse, that's why I'm struggling over here. Okay, something like this. I'll just scale it in and I'll move it to this side, scale it in even further. Okay, then just select everything. So I'll just go to object mode, I'll select this, command J or control J to join everything together. Then let's just add a material. So I'll go to material, add a material, make the metallic as 1, roughness as 0.3. Then just go to edit mode. Then I'll just come over here. We need to select the middle part, so I'll just have selected that. Then once you select that, just do command plus to select everything. I'll just click on this plus button, I'll click on new, I'll click on assign again, and here also I'll make the metallic as 1 and roughness as 0.3. Okay, then just go to shading workspace. Here we need to add an image texture, so I'll just add it. Now I'll just download one texture online, so I'll just download this texture. You can use this texture as well, so it's up to you. So I'll just search for one texture, Coca-Cola texture, and I'll just save it. I'll come back to Blender, I'll click on open, I'll go to downloads, I'll just select that image, click on open image, and if you want, okay, now we can just go to UV editing. So here you can see it is not completely occupying it, so just press A, then press S and Y, not Z. It is in 2-dimensional in UV editing space. Just move it, scale it, sorry, and then I'll just move it like this. Okay, so this looks okay to me. Then I can just go to object mode just to see it. I can go to layout again, I'll select this. Okay, why this is not working? Is the image texture didn't take place? Okay, let's go to shading. Okay, because I have not joined them, so I just need to join this. Okay, here you can see this is how it looks like. You can change it if you feel like. Now to export it, you can just go to file, external data, back resources, so the image is bundled inside our 3D model. Then just go to export, gltf. I'll just save it to desktop, data, mesh, apply modifiers, export. Then here I'll just go to this gltf viewer website, I'll go to desktop, I'll just drag and drop our gltf file. So yeah, here you can see this is how it looks like. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.